3, 2, 1, crescendo!
On the Red Alliance, 66-19 starting off scoring their preloaded gear and going back for a second. Their third does not quite make its way to the speaker, bouncing out, but their fourth shot finds success. And they make it over to the center line. They do come back with that note, and in the final seconds of Autonomous, managed to score that one as well. That means Red put up 5 notes on Autonomous, 2 Blue Alliance's 4. However, over on Blue, 49-90, with a note on board, quickly scoring in the amp. And heading across field, over to the source, and grabbing another. Their Alliance partners, meanwhile, Popcorn Penguins firing at Blue speaker, falling unfortunately a little bit short, but able to grab that note from the ground and fire it again. 49-90, meanwhile, tossing that note over towards their Alliance partners on Blue, while Warrior Borg score in Blue's amp. Red has 1 note banked in his amp as well. Both teams have also hit that cooperation button, but it is Blue, the first to begin amplifying. With a few seconds remaining on that bonus, trying to add another note to that speaker. All 3 Blue robots across field on the hunt for notes from the source. Red, however, not to be outdone, have amplified themselves. 66-19 scoring an amplified Red speaker. Enough for Red to pull a little bit ahead of our Blue Alliance, up by 12 points with 1:15. And on that Red Alliance, tech support tossing notes. I see at least 3 over there between their amp and speaker to be scored later. They and Ground Tech X crossfield at the source. It is 66-19, the first to make it back, lining up in front of Red's amp. Unfortunately, that shot bounces out. Blue, meanwhile, has amplified again. Warrior Borg is racing in at the final seconds of that amplification bonus. However, that note bounces out. They pick it back up and bring it over towards their amp instead. But we are seeing these alliances trade off amplification back and forth. It is Red's turn now. Ground Tech X scoring the amplified Red speaker and scoring again in an ordinary one. They snatch a note away from Blue's source, take it right over to their amp. They get that one, not quite scored, however, bouncing out, pick it up, and get ready to try again. Meanwhile, Blue has enough notes in their amp to amplify one more time. There are just 20 seconds remaining in the match, though. There's not much time left. 15 seconds, Alameda Aztecs and tech support. Seems like they're trying to get on the same chain for Blue. Meanwhile, Warrior Borg scored a now amplified Blue speaker, but there are just 7 seconds in our match. 66-19 up in the air for Red. It looks like Red gets 3 teams on stage, 2 of them harmonized. By a score of 81-57. Red Alliance picking up 4 of 4 ranking points, sending all of its teams up in the rankings, and Blue Alliance earning 1 from the Melody. And now, for a little more on that match, let's send it over to the desk.
Wow.